somehow got my hands on a Minted New York sweatshirt mystery box. So gonna do a little unboxing because it just got here. So I've bought stuff from Minted New York before. I have a crew neck, shorts. I buy a lot of their pre-workout, but I wanted to get my hands on a sweatshirt, and I think mystery boxes are just fun. So we're gonna see what happens. I think these boxes sold out in like a few minutes, because of course. A sticker. Classic, simple. Got the little embroidery. Sweet. What's up? So today is Monday, August 19th. Taya and I have been doing a sprint plan for our time between trips and like being out of town. So as this week is getting started, I wanted to record kind of a little overview of what is on the sprint for this week, what I'll be doing and up to. I'll probably show some like clips of those things throughout it, so really just providing some context. But we have a lot going on. First up, kind of the main priority today through Wednesday is I've been building a new website for Ace Media. I really want Ace Media to be viewed as like a very legitimate, because it is legitimate, agency, and really like stand out compared to some others. So I've been building a new one in Framer, and it's the first time I've worked with Framer, and it's been honestly really cool. There's definitely like a learning curve to it, but building that is pretty well like done. I've been doing some of the like settings and stuff today. We're also in the middle of doing a bit of a refresh for Palme. I'll probably get into that a lot more later in this video, but we're trying to really just revisit our branding and our messaging. We realize that some of the messaging that we've been using isn't really aligning with how we view the brand now. That's a whole other tangent that I'm not gonna get in right now. I have like some client meetings this week for Ace Media, and then there's some fun stuff like we have a soccer match for Racing Louisville, so it's a busy week. There's also gonna be a La Palme photo shoot probably on Monday, so we need to do a lot to prepare for that. We have like our model and everything, but we're gonna have to make a studio over in this space. We've done it before, but we did it before we had all the furniture in here, so we're gonna have to build up the studio. We have like backdrop stands. We'll get some lighting and stuff. So that's what we've got going on this week. Take you along for the ride, and I gotta get back to work now. So it's almost 2 p.m. on Tuesday. I mentioned in my overview that I recorded yesterday that I've been focused on the Ace Media website this week. That build is fully complete now. I had to redo like our services page this morning, but that's finished, and I'm just now waiting to be able to transfer the domain over to the new hosting site. So that's pretty well good to go. Today, we're also going to keep working on some of the Palme kind of repositioning pivot stuff. I guess for the context there, and I think I said this in the other recording, I can dig in further once we know more, but the brand has really evolved a lot over the past year, and so I spent the day yesterday kind of like simplifying everything, simplifying the website and our like profile photos and things like that, just to really take it back to the basics. And honestly, I really like it. It looks great. I sent out an email last night. We do the Clubhouse Journal emails for our club members, and it's a really good way to like kind of build community and build a connection with some of our customers and some of our friends that we've met through the brand. And I sent out an email last night kind of just explaining like where we're headed with it, and so I'll share some of that now. I think the primary decision that's been made so far is that we are no longer going to use the word luxury in our messaging. That was something that we have been using, really since we started. And we had a really good idea as to why, because we really liked like the luxury aesthetics and some of those things, and our idea was like we're gonna take the luxury aesthetic and make it more diverse and like fit what the world looks like. But over time, like as the brand has evolved and as we've discussed, like it just doesn't really suit us now. I don't want to be in a position like this early on where we're backing ourselves into a corner, and I think that that's really easy to do. There's a lot of talk in business about like finding your niche, which is like obviously important, but I think it's also possible to get too specific with it, and then you just don't have much room to like evolve or be creative. And that's kind of what started to happen to us. Was I was trying to design different products or think of different marketing, and they would have to be abandoned because they weren't like luxury, and we couldn't even make it like luxury in our own way. So I think that it's just probably going to be a really, really good decision, because I think that it also doesn't really connect with a lot of people. Just that word, and that word is really thrown around a lot. The meaning of it has kind of lost its weight anyway. So we're shifting that. We aren't quite sure like what the new messaging looks like. We've been brainstorming that a lot over the past like 48 hours and trying to figure out like what we want to convey. But really it's about like the authenticity and connection with people, and I just want it to be a good brand. That's kind of like, in my mind, that's the gist, is like it is just a good brand. The hats are awesome, and the products that we're working on to release in the future are awesome. So I think the repositioning will help us a lot with like our marketing and reaching people. That's kind of our Achilles right now, is like we just need to be reaching more people. We've made some really good movement since we launched, and it's just about like more eyeballs on our content and on our work. So it's gonna be a work in progress for quite a while. I think we're trying not to make any like rash decisions, so that we can set something and run with it for as long as possible. I know that's just kind of a behind the scenes of like the realities of starting a new business, and a small one at that, especially with like a team of two. I put a lot of focus on branding and visuals and everything like that, and because that's what I have experience in, and that's what I've done for years. So it's really important to me that my brand looks awesome and is really like clean and professional, and easy to understand. But yeah, that's kind of the current challenge on our plate, is figuring all of that out, and then from there figuring out our next steps. So still trying to just move hats, ship out hats and sell those, and then think forward into the future. So there's that. And then I think that's really it. Like, as far as the sprint that we're in right now, it's primarily focused on those things. So a lot of things moving, and it is only Tuesday, so I'm sure things will pop up in the rest of today and the days to come this week.